Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. This is one of those rumors that just refuses to go away, and honestly, it's starting to heat up more than your typical mid-season chatter. The buzz around the NFL lately, especially in Steeler Nation, is about a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, you heard that right. Warner, who's been a staple in the 49ers defense for years now, might be on the move, and the Steelers are right there in the mix. Let's unpack this a little. Warner, a four-time All-Pro linebacker, is widely regarded as one of the best at his position in the league. He's a versatile, relentless force on the field, capable of playing sideline to sideline, and he's known for his exceptional instincts and leadership. Over his career, he's racked up nearly 950 tackles, has 10 sacks, and 10 interceptions. Those are elite numbers for a linebacker that's often asked to do everything from coverage to run stopping. His PFF grade this season was an impressive 92. 5 through just 6 games, which shows he's still performing at a super high level. And let's not forget, the 2025 season has been a bit bumpy for Warner, with injuries limiting him to just 8 games. But even then, in Week 1, he managed to rack up 10 tackles. He's a guy who's been durable overall, and when healthy, he's a game changer. The NFL community often compares him to some of the best linebackers of the past, like Luke Kuechly, because of his high football IQ and leadership on the field. Now, imagine what he could do with the Steelers' defense, especially with the way Pittsburgh's front seven has been playing this season. But here's where it gets really interesting. The 49ers, currently sitting at a 6-8 record, are in a bit of a cap crunch, about $19 million in cap space, and are looking to reset, rebuild, and shed some expensive contracts. Warner, with a hefty $25 million cap hit, is one of those players they're considering trading. The idea is to turn Warner into a package that includes some draft picks and a young linebacker, probably a player who can develop into a long-term starter. Think of it as a partial rebuild, especially after their recent struggles on defense, allowing more points per game, around 25, which is quite high for a team with such talent. Now, the Steelers, sitting at 9-5 and showing consistent growth on defense, could really benefit from a move like this, especially considering their need for more playmakers on that second level. Adding Warner to the mix alongside Cole Holcomb and Mark Robinson would give Pittsburgh a linebacker core that's among the best in the league, capable of elevating the entire defense. Warner's presence could boost the Steelers' tackles by around 18%, reduce rushing yardage allowed by about 12%, and improve their coverage efficiency significantly. That's the kind of upgrade that could turn Pittsburgh's defense into a true nightmare for opponents, especially in the playoffs. And folks, if you've been watching the Steelers this season, you know that they've been building something special on defense. With guys like Cam Hayward anchoring the line, and now adding a player like Warner, the Steelers could dominate the middle of the field. Warner's ability to read plays and make quick adjustments would complement Hayward's power and disrupt opposing offenses. It's about creating mismatches, forcing turnovers, and making life miserable for quarterbacks. Pittsburgh has always been a team that thrives on tough, physical defense, and Warner's addition would only amplify that identity. Now, some of you might be thinking about the ripple effects. Look at how the Jets benefited from the Mosley trade last season. Adding Mosley's veteran leadership and tackling ability boosted their entire linebacker group, helping them climb back into playoff contention. Imagine Warner doing the same for Pittsburgh, elevating the linebacker unit from good to elite. Plus, his leadership qualities would be invaluable for a young defense still finding its identity. Let's talk a little about the impact this could have in the postseason. The odds for the Steelers to make a deep playoff run are already pretty solid, sitting at 9-5 with a real shot at the division title if they keep winning. But if they acquire Warner, the playoff odds could skyrocket. Historically, adding a player of his caliber can be the difference between a good team and a legit Super Bowl contender. Just look at how the Chiefs' linebacker core elevated their defense in 2023, helping them reach Super Bowl LVII. Warner, with his experience and playmaking ability, could be that X factor for Pittsburgh, especially in high-stakes games. Of course, this kind of move isn't without its hurdles. The 49ers are known for their tough negotiations, and the Steelers will have to weigh the cost, draft picks, potential cap implications, and how Warner fits into their long-term plans. But given how much the Steelers have invested in building a tough, competitive team this season, swinging for a linebacker of Warner's caliber makes a lot of sense. It's about seizing opportunities when they come, especially when you're in the thick of a playoff chase. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade signals a shift in the AFC North landscape. The Steelers, already competitive and fighting for a top playoff seed, could take a giant leap forward with Warner anchoring that defense. Meanwhile, the 49ers might be looking to shed some cap space and rebuild their roster for the future. It's a classic NFL chess game, with pieces moving for strategic advantage. For Pittsburgh fans, it's an exciting possibility, one that could define this franchise's destiny for years to come. And I'll tell you, the fans get fired up about a move like this because it shows the Steelers are not just content with being good, they want to be great. They're looking to punch through that glass ceiling and finally claim another Super Bowl title. With Warner, they'd have a linebacker who's not only a tackling machine, but also a leader on and off the field. Someone who can rally the troops and set the tone for what's expected in the Steel City. So, as the offseason approaches and rumors swirl, the Steelers are definitely in the mix. Whether it's Warner or another playmaker, the front office has shown they're willing to make bold moves if it means elevating the team. And for us, the fans, that's what makes this season so exciting. We're on the edge of our seats, hoping that the front office pulls the trigger on a move that could take this defense to the next level. Something that could make Heinz Field shake and remind everyone why Steelers football is so special. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential Warner trade? Do you think it's the move that could finally push this team over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Whether you're excited, skeptical, or somewhere in between, we want to know what you think. This is a franchise that's always been about resilience, grit, and making bold moves when it counts, and this offseason might just be the start of something special. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned, stay fired up, and most importantly, keep that Steelers pride alive. We're in this together and the future looks bright. Let's go, Steelers!